Hello, LinkedIn Live, and welcome to our new live today. And I have a good friend, wonderful guest, smart guy, Rob Hickernell. Rob, welcome to our live, and I'm glad I have you here with me.
Hey, thanks, Zev. I really appreciate you coordinating this with me, and looking forward to today.
It's fun. And guys, Rob actually created a presentation for us. So it's going to be fun. We're excited to kind of see who's going to join us. Hey, Elise. Hello, Hamad. Nice to see you guys. And what we're going to discuss today, which I think is very, very needed, is the pain that C suite and leadership has with artificial intelligence. So before we do that, Rob, why don't you introduce yourself? We've known each other for a long time. Share with people who you are, a little bit about your background.
Yeah, thanks. I'm Rob Hickernell. I'm kind of a digital marketer by trade and experience. I've been doing this for over 20 years. And a couple of years ago, when ChatGPT launched and started this big buzz about AI, I've started dabbling in, and over the last year, really getting much more granular on not just the latest models and the fun things you can do with ChatGPT, and the amazing things you can do with it, but also thinking about the business applications. And that really kind of spurred me on to coming up with this idea of what do executives and C-suite members need to know about AI, and how AI can really help them in their any business challenges that they're having. And so I'm excited to be here today. Like I've known Zev for a number of years now, and I'm very
We've
grateful
known each other for about 10, man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, time flies.
Yeah.
The pre-COVID to
keep on looking
post-COVID
better,
world.
though, right?
What's that?
We keep on looking better.
That's right. And we both moved from DC. You're in Florida. I'm in South Carolina. So yeah.
We're still in DC all the time. So my DC folks, don't worry. I still get texts all the time. Let's have lunch. I was like, yeah, I'll be there in a week. We'll have lunch. No worries. We have some people joining us. Before we share the cool presentation you created for us, guys, Rob is really smart. Rob is from the data side. So Rob was a data scientist when we and Rob started working together and doing things together. Super smart guy. But this is my 2 cents. Okay. If there's one thing I would recommend everybody to focus now is AI. Okay. And AI is such a broad subject, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just a, chatbot or chat GPT. AI is going to influence everything. And I just shared a video the other day that AI is not going to replace you, but your competitors with AI will take your lunch. Okay. So I tell all my clients, this is the year to get AI. Now, are you going to get AI maturity? No. And we're going to talk about that. Very few companies, if any, do, but you got to grow with AI. So please welcome Rob. And Rob, let's start talking before we share the presentations.
Yeah.
Where do you see the pains of AI? Like, where does leadership and C-suite feel AI pain?
Well, I think feeling the AI pain is in a comfort level with it, of how is it going to impact the so here's something fun that before I get to that, let me explain this. So I started having some fun. Everybody's putting out their little avatars and action figures and things like that on LinkedIn and social media. So I started dabbling with it. The first image there you see on the top left is my first ChatGPT. Just give me a character, have a short blonde hair with glasses. That's what it came up with. And that was ChatGPT. Then the bottom left, I asked Grok, which is Elon Musk's AI engine, to come up with an action figure for me. And I included my name and, that I'm a chief digital and AI strategist. And I had it, make me an action figure with some things on it, and some accessories. Then last night, I uploaded a picture of myself to Grok, and I said, base the action figure off of my picture. So now the middle picture and the right picture look much more like me because it customized and it built the action figure around me. So I'm continuing to play around with it and do some more things. I didn't get it right to the place where I wanted it last night, but I thought I'd share that to kick off because it's just one small fun example of what you can do with AI. But think about it in your business and what you can do with it to generate images. So you're
not just that, Rob. We create actual digital avatars. Like
right.
all our clients have avatars. I have an avatar. This is a fun thing. I got to show you this guy.
Yeah, please.
I was doing a speaking for this awesome company called Financial Narrative, and they sent me this guy, and basically that's me in a doll. So love that. And then it just reminded me of something. I'm going to share something. We just had Financial Narrative actually share my new article together with a few amazing people about AI. So I would invite everybody to check out Financial Narrative and this great article of how you build AI in the financial industry. And now we'll go back to your presentation, my friend.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. And very, very good to have that, how you would use AI in your financial operations, because we touch on that as some of the pain points that businesses have that AI can help solve. So today, I want to do these things and kind of get an understanding of the three levels of AI usage, and we'll go through those three levels and kind of it's in a graduated model, and we'll go through that. Then we've got a slide on the opportunities and the challenges that AI brings up. The bottom line there is so much opportunity. It's white space, green space, whatever you want to call it. A lot of things that can be done. We're in early days, and every day something new is happening. Some new better model is coming out. Some new app that's helping kind of solve some niche issues or problems is coming out. And then we're going to have a poll. We're going to ask you guys.
So guys, please participate. We want to hear you. We're going to ask questions. I know it's, you guys are working and you're listening, but please participate with us. We want to hear your answers. So we're going to ask you a bunch of stuff, and please participate with us. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So we'll try to identify some top pain points in your businesses, and then I've got a list that I culminated off of a survey I did last month on LinkedIn. And then to close things out, we just want to make sure everybody is thinking as big as possible about how AI can help not just use AI in your business, but how can you help transform your business with AI. And there are so many different opportunities, and we'd love to have conversation, or people put something into the chat to go over how you're thinking about AI in your business and where you see it going. And then I think it's an iterative process, and lots of things, lots of topics that can be covered. And if we don't have time today, I'll come back and we'll do another session.
Do another one. Yeah, no, there's a lot to cover today. But guys, this is a conversation you and I had yesterday. It's not all about the tools. Before you put tools on, you got to understand, you got to, education and culture comes before that. And the problem I have with tools these days is a lot of the tools are being made by really smart AI guys that's never solved business problems in their lives, but they're very good with technology. Those tools are not going to solve the problem they've never solved before. So I know it sounds complicated, but we'll get to it. I see a lot of you commenting. Thank you, guys. All your LinkedIn users, please connect with Rob, and I would be very happy to talk to you. So Rob, let's get started.
Yeah. So we've got this slide, and Zev, pipe in whenever you want to here. But this is just a high level view of the three levels of AI usage, starting on the left with large language models, LLMs, and that is, to boil it down, that is ChatGPT. That is Google Gemini. That's Grok. That's Perplexity. That's all of these language models that are out there that have been trained on sets of data that you can you type in and you ask it, and that's called prompting. And you type in your prompt, and you get a response back in a natural language interface.
Let me interject for a second. So let me interject for a second. So
please.
Every business leader, business owner, C-suite person that is hearing us, everybody in the world, your team is on this level, okay? Whether you know it or don't, whether you approve it or don't, whether you tell them it's okay or not, everybody uses their smartphone, everybody uses this thing and searches all kinds of things. But it makes you very, very, very vulnerable, okay? These LLMs, okay, they're not yours. And if you put IP onto them, that IP stops being yours. So this is so dangerous for so many companies, especially the companies that I work with, financial companies, government contractors. You cannot do this. And if you don't have a customized AI, your team will use this. So everybody on the planet right now is on level 1, which is the off-the-shelf LLMs. Yeah. Okay. Now, another thing I want to tell you guys, ChatGPT is based on the internet, right? The internet is a vast, vast data source, but it's not really accurate. It's actually not accurate at all. Recent study says that over 80% of the things that are internet are not factual. So now you're building a whole thing based on non-factual data, and then we'll get to hallucination in a sec too. But on this level, you really don't know where your data is coming from. And because of that, you can't use it, and it's a huge vulnerability. But everybody is in the world right now is on this level 1, this,
So let me give an example there. The other day, last week, I was building a list of made in the USA products. And I asked multiple of these LLMs to give me a list. I wanted it to be as big as possible, and I was going to actually publish a list of made in the USA products. But the problem was that the model hallucinated. It did not have accurate information. It had what the internet said was made in the US, and of course, made in the US. There's a definition there, and it gets complicated. Nothing's really, it's different pieces come from different places, so it gets very complicated. So you really have to do that QA check when you're going off of that general model out there when you ask an AI model.
Well, let's dive into it, guys. Please, I want to hear from the audience who understands or ever heard of AI hallucination. So please write to us in the comments. What is AI hallucination? Have you ever heard of it? Okay. Every AI hallucinates. All right. I'm going to let you guys have a second to write some comments down, but I want to see if everybody understands hallucination because it's crucial. Yeah. And hallucination is a feature of intelligence. So we have, I agree, it's crucial to keep our proprietary data safe. Anybody can tell me in the comments, have you ever heard about hallucination? Monica has. Very good. If you haven't, I've heard about it. Good. If you haven't heard about hallucination, you gotta really research it. Yeah. If you ask an AI a question and the AI doesn't have data to base that question on, the AI will invent. Simply. Okay. People hate it. I love it. Why? It's intelligence. If I have kids, right? If you ask a child a question they don't know, most children will not tell you, I don't know. They will invent something. They'll use their imagination. So I love that. Okay. But you got to be really careful because every AI hallucinates. And especially this level 1 LLMs that are based on non-factual data. So we have a couple people saying, yes, they've heard of it. Let's see here. We have basically AI makes up answers.
But it sounds correct. Yes, correct.
Very good. My team calls it. Yeah.
You would never know. A lot of times, if you don't do that fact checking yourself, it sounds amazing. It sounds awesome, but that doesn't mean that it's right. And ChatGPT and Gemini and Grok, and they write back. It writes back very eloquently because it's designed to write back that way. But that doesn't mean that it's right. Doesn't mean that there's quality answers there.
let me tell you something. My team,
right.
we work with AI a lot. And what AI spits out is shiny-ish, okay? Something that for first look looks, whoa, this is cool. The moment you dive into it with knowledge and experience, it is bull, okay? And so many AIs do it. So Tom, 100%, thank you. Simple versus made in the US. AI hallucination is when it provides false answer based on most likely response. It doesn't have to be a false answer. It's just an invention. The invention could be true. It could happen.
You get lucky.
Yeah, but it's basically complete invention. It's an intelligent invention, which is why I love seeing some hallucinations at times, but it's 100% invention. Oliver, nice to see you, man. We offer a hallucination detector. Thank you, man.
Nice.
We can help reduce this drastically. Every good AI system should eliminate hallucinations.
And I think they're getting smarter and better, and every model that comes out is probably reducing it.
But that's not true. If it's an LLM that is based on non-factual, you cannot avoid it because the facts are not true. There's going to be not just hallucinations, going to be factual things that are based that are wrong. Yeah. So with that first level, you cannot get away with it. Then it takes us to level 2, which is a customized AI. And then, like Oliver said, and Tom is saying, it projects confidence, but just because it sounds good doesn't mean 100%, Tom. So basically, level 1 is very susceptible to hallucination, and you don't know where your data is coming from. You're going to make mistakes. It's vulnerable. Level 2 is when you customize something, and then you give it rules and regulations where it can or cannot do certain things. And like Oliver said, that's where you can really, really stop hallucination by giving it guardrails, if that makes sense. We have a bunch of comments. You need to do the right testing to avoid this. Absolutely. 100%. I even have a quick demo with my team on even sometimes putting all the right data can still 100%. Guys, if you're using off-the-shelf LLMs, it doesn't matter how good you do it. Hallucinations will happen. Thank you so much, Monica. It's about testing and correction. Absolutely. This is another big thing, and we'll go back to you, Rob, but it's not just closing data. It's training the AI what to do with that data. So thank you guys very, very much. I really appreciate all the great comments. Now, level 2 is customizing it. Everybody should be there, Rob. Yeah. Every company out there should have a custom AI. Level 3 is what we call the Holy Grail. If I would tell you guys, if you get to level 3, your companies are going to thrive. Okay, thrive. What is level 3? Level 3 is a knowledge base. Okay, dedicated knowledge base that is secured and sits on your premise. Now it's your choice whether it's on your server, your cloud, whatever it is, but it's a knowledge base that sits on your premise. Okay, and then the AI has a feedback loop to constantly gets better. And now we're talking not LLMs, but CNN, convolutional neural networks that can actually see and view. And what I want to tell you guys is stop trying to have AI do everything. Figure out certain use cases for certain AIs and then have it work together. That's what works. So level 1, everybody's on it. It's the LLMs out there. Level 2 is some customization, so the AI knows a little bit about your guardrails, what you're trying to do. Level 3 is the Holy Grail, your own AI sitting on your premise with a secured knowledge base. It also raises your valuation, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a tech stack and AI is in it, everybody's going to want to invest in you. So, Rob, sorry, I kind of
no, that's fine. I think that, like you said, level 3 is the Holy Grail. Level 2 is where everybody's getting to now with the advent of all of these agents coming out. They're built off of LLMs, but they're customized. They're yours. They're really, to satisfy your use case, your challenge. So that gets it, that steps it up another level. And a lot of the pain points that we're going to discuss later, there are a lot of software.
We have time, man. We
and
have
agents.
like four slides and half in 20 minutes.
Built in on that. So yeah,
guys,
so let's
I want to have another game here if you don't mind. As we go through, everybody, please comment either 1, 2, or 3. If you are in level 1 right now in your business, just comment the number 1. If you are on level 2 right now with your business, comment the level 2. If you think you're on level 3 right now, please comment the number 3. We want to know where you guys think you are. So please just, comment 1, 2, or 3. Level 1 is just using the off-the-shelf LLM. Level 2 is some customization. Level 3 is what we said is the holy grail. So if I can ask everybody right now, take 2 seconds and comment 1, 2, or 3. I want to see here in the audience, where do you guys where do you guys think you are? So I see 2.
Good.
Would a small business afford a custom AI? Kari, 100%. And I can tell you in a few years, there will be 0 businesses with not their own custom AI. And I can tell you, the same way you have your website, and the same way back in the day, people were asking, does every company will need a website? The answer was yes back then, and yes for
Great analogy.
every small
Great
company.
analogy.
I'll take it a step further, Kari. Every family will have a custom AI. Okay? Every parent will have their own custom AI. Probably the kids will have their own custom AI. Custom AI is where it's going. We have a couple more 2s. Very nice. I love it. So far we got just 2s. From what I see in the world, most people are level 1. Okay. Yeah. But I love to see the 2s here. There's a level 1 here. I barely see any level 3s. I really appreciate it. If you guys can continue and tell us 1, 2, or 3, we'll appreciate it. But then let's take to the next slide, my friend.
Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly go through this. This is really just to illustrate the point that we're very young, very early days. Nobody's really reached AI maturity as far as companies are concerned. There's growing, use cases. Of using AI, this year, but it hasn't gotten to a majority of companies. Most people are getting around to trusting AI. There's still a lot of distrust as well. So there's a challenge there. But and we're still in a small minority of people using it every day. And I think there's a big divide amongst a lot of tech workers, knowledge workers, and how they're using AI, and then small businesses out on Main Street that have businesses and they've got challenges and pain points, but they're not using AI yet. And so that's going to be the next wave, and we'll get into some of those pain points. But there's huge opportunity. The investment pouring into AI, amazing. The amount of companies that are expecting revenue, positive revenue within 3 years out of AI is off the charts. But only 19% is seeing all of this impact today. So these, again, just to illustrate, challenges are out there, lots of opportunity, early days. So it's great timing to get in if you're number 1, if you're number 2, and before long, we're going to have more people, in the number 3 as well. And prices are coming down with every one of these models that's coming out. Every one of these.
I'll go a step further.
Yeah.
In today's AI, mediocre is free. So if you want to be mediocre,
yes, that is what is free. It is mediocre. That free product that all of them have. That's why you get into trouble with not having factual information in there.
So, and I think Kari commented here, AI are already built on Google Apps. AI is going to be built on everything, but a lot of the stuff that you see is just facelifts of things that are level 1. Okay, there's no customization, there's no data, hallucination will happen. So a lot of these tools that you see out there, all these tools, a barrage of tools, and now they're cheaper. And for $5 you can do this, for $1 you can do this. Again, mediocre is free today in the world of AI, and what's really good is expensive. Okay, that's just how it is. So you got to decide whether you want to be mediocre or whether you want to go higher. I can see content today being created by AI. Most of it is garbage, and most of us can see that it's AI generated right away. But let's look at what you have here, guys. Only 1% of companies reached AI maturity. I think it's a 0.1%. Okay, from working with the biggest companies in the world, 0.1%. So that means from every 1,000 companies, let's take the 1%. From every 100 companies, 99 companies still need help in this. Okay, it's amazing. Like, if I would suggest anything to anybody, is dive into AI. It will make you so useful. 47% expect AI to change at least 30% of their work this year. AI is going to change everything. And this year, I'm telling you, is the year of the switch. You either adopt or you're going to stay behind, because this technology works so fast. 71% of employees trust to deploy AI ethically. I'm not sure I know what that means, but I don't think people understand ethics and AI at all. I think that's a subject that goes above people's heads, but we'll get to that later. 30% of AI use, 30% use of AI is, guys, I don't remember what I did in life prior to AI. Like, truly, I do not. So I use AI probably 90% of every hour I work, there is AI use. There are so many AI agentic use that is happening. So a lot of people think AI is chatbots. AI is agents and CNNs. AIs can do stuff without you prompting it if you actually set things up. 92% plan to increase AI. This should be 100%. 87% expect AI revenue. If you guys knew how much AI is bolstering revenue right now, everybody will dive into AI. There's a comment here: AI and fancy words and things to make sounds amazing. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next slide. So go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just because we wanted to get a little poll, user poll here. So think about your business, what you do, and what are the biggest pain points, challenges that you have today that's holding you back from what you would consider your peak performance. So there's a lot of this is not necessarily a AI question, and we'll get to how, there are some things that I want you guys to think about of how you could utilize AI to start thinking about how to solve these challenges. But this is a general business question of what are the pain points? Is it, you're not selling enough? Is it that you've got, is it that interest rates are too high? Is it like there's a lot of business oriented pain points, and we kind of want to just take the temperature of the people on the webinar here.
So guys, I won't ask you to put the top 5, but can everybody put one of your one of your worst pain points that is holding you back from peak performance? Okay. I know it's a hard question, and I know you'll need to think about it, but please, if everybody can just put one thing that is a pain that they feel that is stopping them from getting to where they need to go, we would love to hear. As the answers come in, let's move into the next. Oh, actually, so I kind of ruined it. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but everybody's going to have their own scenario. So these are ones that I did last month. I did an informal LinkedIn poll and sent it out to my connections, and then several of the LinkedIn groups that I'm in. And these were the 5 common areas. Of course, there were specific answers that were a little different, but I grouped them into these 5 areas. One, that executives are having problem with talent acquisition and retention of people, right? That's a huge issue. Customer experience and loyalty. How do you get that right customer experience to make everybody happy and make them come back and buy more from you each day, month, year, whatever your sales cycle is? Supply chain and operations. Supply chain is going to be a major, with everything going on in the world right now, supply chains are being disrupted again. They were disrupted 5 years ago. They're being disrupted again now. Financial performance and cost optimization was a big one. That probably would have been the number one. I didn't rank this, but that was the number one. And then marketing and sales growth was another area that businesses were having challenges in. So we kind of wanted to see, does this resonate with you guys and what your challenges are in your businesses?
If you guys can share some pain points, we'd really, really appreciate it. But every one of these pain points that Rob just shared, you can use AI to increase so much. So talent acquisition and retention, all of that we do with AI these days. Customer experience and loyalty, so much with AI. Supply chains and operation, insane how much you can improve with AI. Financial performance and cost optimization, nothing better than AI to really analyze this. And marketing and sales growth, this is something that my company has built so many different tools to help with sales and marketing. Now, again, if you don't know how to do sales and marketing without an AI tool, no AI tool is going to help you. But if you know what you're doing, an AI tool can basically 10x your opportunities.
Yeah. And that's a good point, Zev, because each one of these functional areas of pain points has that unique, point where if you don't already have a plan or a thought on how you're going to acquire talent and retain that talent, then AI is not necessarily going to be able to help you, because you're going to need to go in and ask it lots of poignant questions, very detailed, specific questions. Give it some inputs. Each one of these is going to need specific inputs to be able, so that the AI can help come up with different options, or crunch the data, or do whatever it might need to do. So I think that's a great point that you make. So
I'm gonna share something with you guys. So I'm gonna share something kind of from my internal stuff. Let's see if this is gonna work. So you guys can see my screen?
Yep.
So this is a system, okay, that we've developed in order to help companies produce the best content, but you gotta first let the AI know who you are. So can you guys see my screen?
It's a little small, but yes.
Let me make it bigger. Better?
Oh, that went the opposite way.
Okay. Well, we'll share it this way for now. But basically, guys, what you see here is if you don't create a persona, an AI will be mediocre. So here is just a way that you build who you are, your goals and focuses. You load up some actual content that you've written, both on blogs and social media, so the AI actually gets to know you. You put all of your brand colors. You put your logos. You create an avatar, which we create an avatar for each person, whether it's a model or an avatar for you, like what you saw, Rob tried to do earlier. So you create an avatar, you create a persona, and now you can do research. Let's say we want to know about AI tools. So now we've developed an AI agent that basically learned from us from the past 20 years of how to do great research, and uses the same process as our award-winning research. And instead of taking 3 days, as you see on the screen, it just took a few seconds. So now we know what is ranking on Google with AI tools. What are the top 5 generative tool? And this is the link for it. What is the most commonly used AI, blah, 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 blah. These are all the things that I know you guys want to know based on what Google tells me. Okay. So then I can figure out, okay, what are 5 main groups of AI? Okay. And now I want to create some research on this and actually put a white paper that I can share with my clients. We do a lot of white papers, and white papers is a great part of what we do for content and research, but they take a long time, Rob. So we educated an AI to basically take a week worth of work of 3 people and do it literally within a minute and a half. And with this, you get all the best research of knowing what's ranking. Then you get a white paper research. The next step is to use all of this and actually write a blog that will basically rank on the first page of Google based on everything we found out here. Does that make sense?
100%.
So basically right now what it's doing, it's generating this white paper for me that I can base all of my writing with the best content there is out there that Google already ranks. So here's our white paper. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
Leveraging artificial intelligence, types, technologies. So this is all what my system just did. It's a white paper of research on what ranks and what people are actually looking for, with the conclusion and all the works cited. Okay. Now, after we did all this research, what we're going to do, we're going to take this, and I want to write a blog about this. So this is my writer page. This particular blog writer is an agent that we train to write blogs that win awards and rank on Google. Make sense? So the first thing it needs is a persona. So we'll give him my persona. Okay. The second thing is we want the topic. The topic will be, what are the 5 main groups of AI? Now, I'm going to start having this agent research. This would have taken me a week, ladies and gentlemen, to put this together. But we've trained an AI based on our award-winning processes. And instead of a week, this will take literally a minute. So what you see here is, first, my tool is going to give us the best questions about what we just asked. Okay. This is from this guys, these guys. So now I can choose which ones fit to what I'm trying to educate, and make sure that these also come into my article. Did this make sense? This, by the way, was already clicked because of the research. So these are clicked because of the research. So now we know what to use. But this is not all. Now our tool shows us which websites, which blogs actually rank for this, who they are, and what their headers on the SEO side of why they're ranking. So then we can choose which ones we want to use. Does this make sense, Rob?
Yeah, yeah. Now you're getting into SEO optimized from AI, not just writing, but now you're taking it to the next level.
Absolutely. And what you guys don't see is on the back end of this is an equivalent of 1,200 LLM queries. We don't use ChatGPT or anything like that, but it's the equivalent of it. And I don't know if people know this, ChatGPT is not trained on the internet now. It's like 7-8 months late. We use trained information of now. So next step, okay, is to add secondary keywords. So let's say I want to put my company in. Let's say I want to mention some stuff. So that's where I put the secondary keywords. Make sense? And the next stage is, this already knows me and how I write. But you don't write everything the same. So here's 6 extra layers of content. You can be professional, casual, technical, persuasive, creative, or educational. So let's put casual and friendly on this one. So now you have basically everything that we chose: 10 research items, the style, the keywords, the topic, the blog, and now we can generate basically content that will rank on Google. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So now, we have, this is going to take a few minutes, but this is an example of a blog that was created on this. Education in America, a deep dive into who's learning what. So this will bring every part that people search on Google. It will bring the most accurate information. It will also bring all the frequently asked questions. And this is a blog that is basically 95% ready to be published. And the cool thing about this is now you can basically create a video based on this. Choose avatar or not avatar, and have a video that will basically a minute video about your blog. All of that in one tool.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great example of, utilizing AI to help you in your marketing. You generated the content, but then you went the step further, and then you're promoting the content. You're making it visible, and AI is helping that. It's crunching all of the back end data to help you get that piece of content viewed by an end user. So
we got some answers. Sorry, guys, I'm digressing. I was all excited about showing you, so I didn't share the comments. Client retention for e-commerce.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. You have to have one clear understanding, your objective. Absolutely, Tom. You got to give it context, a hat, target market, and what is a win for you. Completely agree. A start that makes sense to show is 87% of models still die on the vine for main reason of that. Completely agree. Most of the models out there are useless, in my opinion.
Yeah, we probably never even they probably don't even get to the market. I mean, they're probably not even released by their developers because they're not reliable. So we're only seeing the cream of the crop, and the cream of the crop even has problems.
So Tom mentioned something here, and we should mention it. So ChatGPT, to the paid ones, have a feature of GPT, which you can actually kind of create your own. I love GPTs. I don't put IP on them, but GPTs are great, and we can all create GPTs for answering emails, for offers, for things with the kids, for GPTs are awesome and great. And I use GPTs all the time. So thank you, Tom. Tom, you're awesome. A/B testing against winners. Absolutely. Thank you, Hamad. Thank you, Elise.
It already is everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Is it my internet or I'm not sure. Froze for me. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I hope we're back online.
Yes, sorry. Ethics. I mean, that's a whole other complete discussion for an hour plus is ethics and how to responsibly use.
Can everybody tell us that we're back live? I hope we didn't freeze for everybody, and I hope this still is going. But can anybody let us know if they can see us right now? That would be awesome. Rob, I think we overloaded LinkedIn with data.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I think this was just a lot. So what I think we're gonna do is hopefully we're not frozen. But everybody, thank you so much, Rob. Thank you. We'll have to do this again.
Yes.
So we get more of your great insights in here.
You know what I'd love to do as a couple of follow-ons? I'd love to do one on like a prompting 101, how to write an effective prompt. I've been revising prompts and the more detail you can give it, the better. So I'd love to come back and do something like that. Ethics and responsible use is another great topic. So I'd love to come back and do something like that as well.
Okay, I think we're back live, but everybody, thank you for your participation. Thank you for being so awesome. We would love to connect with all of you, and I'm definitely going to have Rob come again. Rob, let everybody know how they can reach out to you, maybe how they can get your presentation, how can you help. Please, take the last couple of minutes and let everybody know how to reach out to you and what you can help.
Yeah. So Rob Hickernell, I'm on LinkedIn. You can connect with me. It's linkedin.com/in/Rob Hickernell. And robhickernell@gmail.com. Would love to send you. I've got so many newsletters that I get every day, filling up my inbox on AI. I'm happy to share the list with anybody. I've also got a list of some tools that can address some of these pain points. So I'd love to connect with you guys on LinkedIn and via email. And again, Zev, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you. And guys, thank you for being so kind. I know it's the middle of a work day. We got so many great comments. You guys are awesome and amazing. Everybody that stayed on with us, thank you. And sorry for the little bit of a technical difficulties. We'll definitely have you back. Everybody, let us know if there is any topics you want Rob to cover again. We definitely will do the prompting, but let us know if you want us to cover other subject. Let us know. Reach out to us on LinkedIn, and we'll promise we'll do our best to cover the subject you guys want. Thank you, everybody. Truly appreciate you, Rob. You're amazing. You're a great friend, and thank you for all the knowledge.
Thank you, Zev. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.